Welcome back, guys. We are here at Radio Row in Las Vegas for Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. I got to be honest, when they told me I had the chance to talk to Freddie Roach, one of the biggest thrills, man. I'm a huge boxing fan. I was a big Manny Pacquiao fan, so to get a chance to talk to you for a few minutes was a huge thrill for me, Freddie. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
This is, I don't know how to pick this one, Freddie. It seems like such a tough matchup. Both guys are so great. They're, one, the size, the versatility of Terence Crawford. How do you think this one shakes out, man, between Spence and Crawford?
Yeah, it's a great fight, and I'm really, really happy that this fight is happening. When the best fight, the best is. We can't get it any better than this. And then, I do like Crawford in this fight. I think he's a very intelligent fighter, very smart. He figures out what kind of fight he's going to fight in the first, second round. He doesn't really just go in there with his original game plan. He plays with it a little bit and goes southpaw and switch righty. And he's very good at that. Spence is probably a little bit of a better puncher, and he's going to try to walk him down and try to knock him out. But I think that Crawford is just too smart a fighter.
When you're watching Crawford fight, like, what's the switch in him when you see him kind of go into that mode to try and finish things? What is the special switch for him?
That switch right is like he'll switch from southpaw to righty or vice versa, and he'll be very, very comfortable with it. And then that's when the game plan kicks in. Because he's already got that thought out in training camp, and he doesn't seem to listen to his trainers a lot in the corner. But the thing is, I'm used to that too. That happens, but the thing is, sometimes you got to get a clever fighter like him, and you just let him be what he is, and that's what I think they should do in this fight.
Giovanni Cabrera, you're training him coming into this against Isak Cruz. When you have a guy, hot shot, he's coming up, he gets the big kind of stage, is there anything extra you have to do in preparation for, hey, there's going to be bigger lights, brighter lights, or do you want your fighter to kind of thrive in that? Like, what do you tell Giovanni going into a night like this?
Going into a night like this, I try to get the perfect game plan down and so forth, and then when the bell rings, he gets in there and he starts throwing left and right and whatever. He's another guy. He's very, very hard to figure out. I mean, he can't figure himself out, I feel, and I can't figure him out sometimes either. And sometimes he'll come back to the corner, I'll slap him in the face. I say, hey, let's get back on the game plan, and he'll listen after a while. But he is a good boxer. He's a good puncher, and he does have knockout power with both hands. And I feel that he's fighting a smaller opponent. Everyone says this guy's like bigger and stronger and all that, but he's about 4.5 inches shorter, and I think he can beat him right down the middle.
What is it like, Freddie, training the guy on the come up when his star's starting to be bright? Because like when you're with Manny, the star's always bright. Like you always know what that's like. But I'm sure like maybe that can get routine almost to a certain point. What is it like when you get to see the budding career starting to get to finally everybody's going to get to know him?
Yeah, I mean we just work every day, and we're gonna work this afternoon one more time on the mitts, and he's gonna dictate everything to me that what we worked on is gonna work, and he knows it like I do, and I think we can beat his opponent right down the middle all night long, because he's again a lot shorter and he's more of a hooker. He's very strong in the abs and so forth. So we are gonna work the body a lot, and once we once we kill the body, the head will fall.
Man, he's an exciting one right off the bat. Like this is going to be an exciting stage for him, Freddie.
This is an exciting fight. It really is. Yes.
There was some talks maybe that Manny and Errol Spence were going to fight. You always had a very honest assessment of like how Manny could dial up, especially at maybe that point in his career. What were the things that would have worried you against Errol Spence in that kind of a matchup?
Just his punching power, and he's really a great puncher. And Manny isn't really like a true 47-pounder. He's more of a true 35-pounder, I feel. And it just like sometimes guys are just not made for the style-wise. Spence is a good puncher, the thing is. But then, Pacquiao has a lot of speed and has a lot of movement, and can he outbox this guy? That's exactly what we would try, and I feel that that's what his opponent is going to do tonight, is try to outbox him, and I feel that Crawford can outbox him.
One of we're down here in Miami. Eric Spoelstra always has a big tie. He's a big fan of Manny Pacquiao. Did you ever get a chance to cross paths with Eric Spoelstra, the Heat head coach, at any point?
I've met them and say hello, but not really get to know them at all. And Crawford, I sat with during the Hall of Fame last year, and he was a nice guy, very, very, very polite. And he says sometimes you call me great, sometimes you call me a bum. I said, well, sometimes I forget your name. I said, yeah, having too many fights isn't the greatest thing in the world.
A couple more before we get you out of here, Freddie. I know you work sometimes with mixed martial artists like George St. Pierre. The crossover fight coming up, Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou. Yeah. Does Francis have any shot whatsoever? Does the MMA guy ever have a shot against the trained boxer?
Yeah, I mean, it's because the awkwardness of their attack is just so different and so forth. A spinning back kick, and sometimes you don't see the kick coming with the spin. You're looking at the spin, and then you get caught cold right in the middle of it. And then like George St. Pierre, I mean, I was so happy that in his last fight he knocked the guy out with the left hook. We've been working on the left hook for 6 years. And it finally came true. So, yeah, you never know when you mix the two.
We appreciate you giving us some time, Freddie. Thank you so much. Can't wait for this week. Good luck to you and Giovanni this weekend. And it was a real thrill. Thank you for giving us some time.
Thank you very much.